Hi, this video explains how to sync your grades on Schoology with Powerschool. Okay, so I already did it for first period and second period, so let me show you how to do it I'll do it with period 5, and then I'll show you what happens with period 4. Okay, so the first thing you want to make sure is that your gradebook is set up here on Schoology. So my gradebook is set up actually here. My gradebook is set up with a weighted system, and you'll see my weights in a second here. Okay, so classwork, homework is worth 30, projects are worth 20, and tests are worth 50. So what you're going to do is you're going to map these categories with a category on Powerschool. Okay, so once you have that all mapped, all set up on Schoology, then you're going to scroll over here to Powerschool, click on it, and over here your Schoology's categories will show up, and these are the Powerschool categories. Now I don't know how to change these so that they map up exactly the same wording that I use, but if it doesn't have the same wording, like I'm going to have programming listed in my engineering class, but I don't see programming here, it doesn't really matter what it's called. It carries all of the weights here. It's just going to be called something different over here. Okay, so classwork, I did have a category of classwork. I had it called classwork and homework. And then I did have a category called projects. So I'm going to sync that with projects. And I have one called tests, right? These were my 3 categories: classwork, homework, projects, tests. So they don't have one called tests, they have one called exams. I don't really care what they call it. Okay. So I'm sure there's probably a way you can go on Powerschool and change these maybe. Okay, but I'm not going to worry about it. Because again, these are just names. You can think of them as variables that represent these. And then you save your changes. It says your category configurations have been saved. And so once they've been saved, then you can go ahead and sync your assignments. Okay, so these were all the assignments that my Algebra 2 students have had, and it shows here that they haven't been synced. So now I can just go ahead and sync all of them. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And then you'll see that it will show up as synced, and it will give the last day that it was synced. It takes a while. And then you can do all of them all at once. This one, it says view error. It's because this is not an assignment. This was at the very beginning of the year, and I wasn't sure how to post the instructions, and I posted it as an assignment. So I'm actually not going to sync it anyway, so that's fine. I'm going to leave that one. Same thing with my Zoom link. It was not an assignment, and so I don't have to worry about this. Okay, there it goes. Successful, last successful sync 706. Okay, and then you can just do that with the rest of them. And you do this whenever you're done grading an assignment. Okay. And that's pretty much it. So you do that with all of your courses. Okay, so I did first period already. I did second period, and you just saw me do fifth period. So let me show you what happens with my engineering. Okay, so these are my categories: homework, programming, projects. So clearly we saw that there is a category on Powerschool for homework. There's one for projects, but there isn't one for programming. So again, it doesn't matter what you call it on Powerschool. It's, again, you can think of it as those things are just variables to represent these things. Okay, so let's go to Powerschool. It's probably still stuck on the last thing. Okay, so what were my categories? You can always just click on the arrow to see what your categories are. Homework, programming, and projects. Okay, so I'm not going to put homework here since there is a homework label. So I'm going to put homework here. I have projects here and my programming. So it doesn't matter, again, it doesn't matter which one you use for programming because all of your weights are in here and that's what transfers over. They should have just called these by letters, maybe. Okay, never mind. Just thinking out loud. Okay, so programming, I'm going to put programming under exams since I don't have anything in Schoology for them. Okay, and then I'm going to save that. Okay, and now I can go ahead and sync my grades. And I'm going to click that one. Again, my Zoom link and my Ambassador application are on here. And that is pretty much it. So, and you just wait for it to sync. All right, and so that's how you can sync your grades on with Powerschool.